What's going on, YouTube? This is my 50 top comics tag. Lightning 2288 tag Rich. He tagged me. I don't know if anyone else did or not, but it's taken me a while to get some books together. I wasn't really sure if I was going to do this or not because it's just it's a lot of stuff to pull together, and I actually might go a little over 50 books. I'm not sure. I haven't really counted them, but I got, I wasn't really able to decide. One thing I'm not going to do is rank them down from 50 down to number 1, because I don't know if I can do that really. I can save my top few books that I feel are my top couple books, maybe the top 5 or 10 of them for last, but other than that, I'm just going to show them as I have them stacked up here. But what I'm actually going to do is start with my graded books first. Like I said, I think there's going to be over 50 books, so I'm just going to show the ones that I was able to pull out that I feel are my top books. So, okay. Like I said, I'm starting with the graded books. Well, I'm going to save a couple graded books for the last, so first one. I'm just pulling them out of the box as I got them in there. This is New Mutants 87, 9.6. This was signed at New York Comic Con by Liefeld and Louise Simonson, so pretty cool. I'm happy to have that. The next I have Walking Dead number 19, 9.8. This was signed by Robert Kirkman at the New York Comic Con. Unfortunately, I didn't get to meet him. They had a private signing, CGC did, so I paid him like $10 to have him sign. I know they were giving out what do you call it, tickets to actually meet him and get him to sign your own book, yourself. But there was a very limited, and within, I swear to God, like by the time I got into the door and ran up to the image booth, they were gone. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get one. But hey, for $10 I got that signed and another one. So these I'm going to show as a group. Actually, I think it's Hero Hunter that got me to get these. He showed them. I'm pretty sure it was Hero Hunter. He showed them. I just needed to get them, and I met the artist and a couple times actually, but he was able to sign my books. This is Cursed Pyre Girl. This is all first printings. This is the set, the original volume. Cursed Pyre Girl number 3, 9.8. These are all 9.8s. Number 2 and number 1. All first printings and all signed by Jeremy Bastian down here. I don't know if you can see him, but I guess there's another book before this. It was a self-published one, or the one, I can't remember. They were printed as sold or something. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Hero Hunter sent me a message about how there's more of them. There's a one before this. It's like really expensive. I looked it up. So, I don't know if I'll be able to get that. I want to try. Keep forgetting about looking for it though. I got to remember to look it up. Okay, like I said, these are just in no order, as you can see. This is Justice League of America number 1. How many books do I have there? That was 1, 2. I'll say 3 right there. This is 4, I guess. This is Justice League of America number 1, 3.0. I actually got this when I first started collecting again, not too soon after, man, within the first 6 months. I didn't pay much for it. It was like $400 or something. But it has staple on the spine. And it also says it has a married centerfold, but I don't know. I remember when I actually read it and I looked through it, and I don't remember really seeing anything. It could be in there, it could not be. I don't know. People have been telling me that a lot of times PGX has said there's been restoration when there hasn't been restoration. I don't know. But even, I don't know, I guess Mary Centerfold would be a restoration. But I got this one, Amazing Spider-Man number 1. I know that this is great to have, and I wouldn't say it's one of my top books just because of condition. Unfortunately, I would love to have a higher grade than this, but even this is over $1,000 for this book. So I'm happy to have it anyway. I don't know if I'll ever upgrade. If I was going to do something like that, I'd probably take the money and put it towards a AF-15 or something, but that book's insane right now. I don't think I'll ever be able to get that one. Okay, Giant Size X-Men number 1, 7.5, happy to have that. And I actually thought this would have came back a little bit more, you know, a little higher than this, maybe an 8. But I guess there is some, because it's a square bound book, it's a little messed up along here, just crinkly. So I'm wondering, I mean, if I could take that out and get it pressed actually, because I know I've seen pressed books that are square bound actually come out pretty nice looking with the same damage, like the same kind of wrinkly stuff. They've actually pressed it out somehow. Next one. I didn't know what I had here when I got this. This was a $5 book I got back like when I first started collecting books. I just buying stuff on eBay, like lots of stuff. But this was like $5 around they're estimated to be, that I paid for it. And this came back at a 6.0 when I got it graded. And this is actually the first comic book appearance of Johnny Quest. So I know when I looked it up in the guide, it's like over $200 in this grade. So, okay, next one. This is my Grendel #1, 8.0. I do have another one, which will probably pop up when I show my raw books. So I'll just show that as a guy. I have a second one. I bought that one's a little bit higher grade than this one, and the price was right, so I picked it up. So let's see. And then I also have number 3. I don't know where number 2 is, but that's an 8.5. Oh, here it is. And then an 7.0. I'll upgrade if I see something. You know, like I said, I already upgraded number 1. I just got to get a grade and stuff. I want to save that maybe someday at a signature series. But I'm fine with that one. 8.5 is fine with me. But this one I definitely would want to upgrade. I'm going to count that as 1. I haven't even been counting them. I'm going to stop counting how many books I'm showing. Next one is Marvel Premiere number 15, first appearance Iron Fist, 5.5. And I know I didn't pay much for it. I mean, it is a mid-grade, so it's not that big of a deal or anything. But I'm happy to have it, especially with the price of this book going crazy right now with the Netflix series. So coming up. I wish I had the Luke Cage. Here's another book. I'm going to save that one. Just save these two. Okay. Next book. This is Batman #1, 8.0. Now I do have a nicer copy of this. I have a near mint copy of this now, which I am going to bring with me to the Comic-Con, the Boston Comic-Con. I'm going to have it signed by Snyder. He's going to be there. But unfortunately, I don't think Capullo is going to be there this time. But I'm going to save this book, or, you know, if I ever do get to have them both sign it, who knows. But this book, I might sell this book sooner or later. But this one here is signed by Capullo and Snyder, and 8.0. I got it signed at the Boston Comic-Con last year. So I'll probably keep it for now once I get the other one signed. If I'm able to get both of them signed, that'd be great, and not sell this one. But if not, then I'll keep both of them, because this way I have both signatures. Oh, there you go. Okay, this one I'm very happy to have. I actually paid, I want to say like $100 for this like a year ago. This is Revival #1. This is signed by Tim Seeley, Mike Norton, and Jenny Frison. So that's great. I love this series. You know, it was one of my favorites. I don't know if it's still. I don't think it's still going on. I'm behind on the readings anyway. I have to catch up with them. But this is a great series. If you haven't read it, I think it might be complete. I don't remember picking up a new one of these recently. But yeah, I'm very happy to have all 3 signatures on there. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if it's worth $100 or nothing today, but I know there was a little bit hype about a TV show, and I guess I talked to, I think it was Tim Seeley or someone, and he had said that it was optioned, but then the option ran out. So, next one, San Diego Comic-Con #2, signed by Mike Mignola, 9.6. Very happy to have that. That's definitely one of my top books, I think, one of my favorite books. And then I got this. I got these both signed at the same time by Mike Mignola at the Boston Comic-Con. This is number 21. This is the first color. The first color Hellboy. I would love to get that dime press book, but you know, I'm not I can't see paying a few $100s for a book that's just a cover appearance. So it's just, that's the real first appearance right there. That's actually a story, a little story or whatever. So yeah, I don't understand why the other one's worth more. Next ones. This is Wolverine number 4. This is signed by Rubenstein and Chris Claremont, and a 9.6. Then I got number 3 signed by the same people. Both, all these are signed by Rubenstein and Claremont. So 9.2. They're all different grades. 9.4, number 2, and a 9.6. Now these all were originally, when I had them PGX'd, were all graded at 9.4s. So it's, I got 2 of them went up in grades and 1 of them went down in grade by 0.2, which is the black one, which I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the grading on them. So hey, I got a few more graded books I'm going to show right now. Some of them I'm going to show at the end, but okay, this is my 141. I do have 142 also. I just don't have a grade. I should have got it signed, but it wasn't as nice condition, so that's why I didn't bother. But this is signed by Claremont at the New York Comic Con, 9.0. I actually happy with that grade. I didn't think it was going to be a 9.0. I thought it was going to be in the 8 range, 8.5. This one here is an 8.5, unfortunately, because there's a bit of a null mark down here for a little piece out of the corner here. That's why, but it's signed by Garth Ennis at New York Comic Con. I do have the preview also. And that one's in near mint condition, so I'm going to try to get that signed sooner or later. Hopefully I'll run into Garth Ennis again. Who knows? And then maybe I can pick up a nicer copy of this one too without that little piece out of this corner, and get that one re-signed and sell this one. Okay, New Mutants 98, 9.6, signed by Liefeld. Yes, I paid $30 for that signature. I heard he's charging up to like $50, $60 now for a signature on this book. Guy's just a scumbag. But whatever. I mean, come on. Neil Adams doesn't even charge that much money. He charges $20, I mean, he's no Neil Adams. Come on. Batman number 12, 9.2. Very happy to have that. I would love to get some kind of signature series on this, but I don't think that would ever happen. I don't know if they even do conventions or anything. And last couple. This is Caliper Presents number 1. This is the first appearance of Crow. 8.5, which I'm fine with. I didn't pay I think I paid like $70 for this book. The front is signed by Tim Vigil, and he did the cover art. And then in the rear, I had James O'Barr sign the back. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm very happy to have that. No desired upgrade. Now I'm just trying to get the Crow number 1. Then I got Rachel Rising. This was signed at my first Comic-Con I went to a couple years ago in Boston Comic-Con. Had Terry Moore sign that, 9.0. I was kind of disappointed in the grade when I got it because I didn't know it was going to come back that one. But, after looking at it, there were a couple ticks and stuff, whatever. But I actually ended up getting the second one. And I had this one signed at the New York Comic Con, so now I have 2 of them, and I probably will be selling the second one. This one here, the 9.0. We'll see. I don't know how much it'll be worth or anything, but whatever. Someday I'll sell it, when I get around to actually selling some of my books that I keep saying I want to sell. But here, let me put these away real quick, and then I'll get on to some of the raw books. As I said, I'm probably going to go over 50, but if you guys are keeping track of how many books I'm selling, some of these I'm counting as groups, like a 1, because like the Cursed Pirate Girl and stuff like that. So, okay. Okay, now, let's show some of these. I got these put aside right now for the Boston Comic Con coming up next month. So I'm going to just show these now. I'm going to put them in a box right now. This is definitely one of my, the books are my top books. This is Swamp Thing number 1. This is actually signed on the inside by Len Wein and And Bernie writes in, and I'm going to bring this to Comic-Con. I'm going to drop it off at CBCS, hopefully, and have it verified, the signature. That's why I have that there. And you know what, let me see if I have another book to show. I don't know where it's at. I thought it was a graded book. I thought it was in that stack. Huh. What did I do with it? Well, there's supposed to be I also have the first appearance of Swamp Thing. And I thought it was in that stack, but it's not. Must have put it in another box and put it away. But yeah, I also have House of Secrets 92. So, yeah, I'm going to just keep these up here. Next one. Fantastic Four 48. First appearance of Silver Surfer and Galactus. I was trying to get this forever, and I finally got it at the Big Apple Comic-Con this past year. So, in the past year. This is Peter Panzerfaust, number 1. I just got this recently, and I got it for $100, so that's why I'm happy to have that one. I've been trying to get that for a couple of years. Then Tales of Astonish 44. You know, if anyone knows me, they know I'm an Avengers fan, and I've been trying to pick up all the first appearances of the Avengers, and of course some of the big ones I don't have, like the Journeying Mr. 83 with the Thor. The Tales of Suspense 39 with the first Iron Man, and of course the Hulk. I don't think I'll ever get the first appearance of Hulk, or you know, Captain America. You know, first appearance. I mean, forget about it. But okay, Amazing Spider-Man 14. That's definitely, I have this put aside because I'm going to get this signed by Stan Lee, and I don't know why. Some of these books I have in there because I'm just going to get them graded. But yeah, that's getting signature seared. And this is going to be an authentic. I'm going to get this authenticated. The signature signed by Joe Lenzer. This is a third print of Crawford On. Very happy to have that. That was the first one I got. I got another one that'll be coming up. iZombie. I love this TV show. This is why I'm happy to have this one. This is actually the variant, the 1 in 20, 125, something like that. And here is that Preacher preview. Very, very nice condition. This is actually pre-Preacher, you know, as it says, preview. So this is at least a $200 book. Then we got the Strain number 1. This is the variant. I think it's a 1 in 15 variant. But I also have number 1, which I'll be showing. It's in my box somewhere, so it'll probably pop up when I'm going through these raw books. Then Amazing Spider-Man 129. Like I said, these are just in no particular order, you know. So, but yeah, I'm taking these at graded. Just a great no signature series. I'm going to drop a bunch of books off with CBCS. I don't have to pay shipping there. But yeah, I'm not going to get this signed. I think this is probably about a mid-grade, and I would say probably about a 6. Got some writing, and it's a little crinkled right there. Maybe I might get that pressed before I get it done. But also, this is the first appearance of Elektra, 168 Daredevil, and I'm not going to get that signed by anyone or anything like that. This one's going to get signed by Frank Bruner, number 1, Doctor Strange number 1. This is from his solo series, I guess you can say, and yeah, this is also going to get graded too. This is the Scotty Young. I think it's Scotty Young. I can't remember who's doing it. I think it's Scotty Young did that, but whatever. No. I think it's someone who was going to be there. I can't remember who did that, but for some reason I have it in my box, you know, to go to Boston Comic Con. These aren't books I'm really showing as my top books. I'm just kind of showing them because of my hand. But that's going to be signed by Lopez. And then this is my other Batman. Sorry, I didn't mean to show all these. You know, some of these books I really didn't mean to show. Just started showing books. Okay. So these are the raw, the stack of books I have put aside for raw. And this is one set. This is my Evil Ernie collection. I'm missing number 5. It's the only one I'm missing. I actually got these and a bunch of the later series ones. I paid $100 for all of it, but just this book's well over $100. And then I even seen the second book selling for $110 right now on eBay. So happy to have that. I've been wanting that one for a long time, and I finally got the opportunity to get it. Okay, next one is This is Cry for Dawn. This is, I believe, the second. The first print too. So that's the first print, the second print, and then I already showed the third print, but I also have another third print too. I have two third prints. So I love Lindsay, and I gotta thank actually Comics Quest for getting me into these Cry for Dawn books. I'm not going to show every single one from the series. I am missing the last book in the series, so, but there is one other book I'm going to show from that series. This is number 5. This is a little bit of pricier book, and this is the that one's not too bad, but this one here is the second printing, which I do have the second printing for most of these in the series. But this one was like is like a $75 book. Obviously because of the cover, you don't know the reason, but they're both pretty cool. So yeah, let me get rid of them. Kind of keep these together now. Okay. Then I'm going to show these as a set too. This is Metamorpho 57. This is the first appearance of Metamorpho, and I'm going to show number 1 with that because this is the one I actually had signed by Ramona Fradon, and I wanted to get her to sign the first appearance, but unfortunately I wasn't able to find one until after Big Apple Comic Con. So I did have her sign the first one. I usually get book signatures here when I get signatures, but I didn't bother with this one. Oh, here's another Grendel I talked about, so that's no big deal. Oh, here's one. I'll put this in here because it's the prototype Supergirl. It's prior to, this is Superman 123. Not in the greatest condition, but even in this condition it's a little pricey. It's over $100 at least. You know, so I threw that in there because I just think it's cool. I don't have her first appearance, whatever it was, Action Comics, whatever number that is, but it's too pricey for me for that one right now. Then also Saga number 1. I'm very happy to have that. Going to speed things up. Ghost Rider number more Spotlight number 5, first appearance of Ghost Rider. I also have his Ghost Rider number 1 too. I didn't bother pulling that out. And then, you know, these are the Teen Titans are my, you know, one of my top teens, you know, beside the Avengers and stuff. But this is the new Teen Titans first appearance. So happy to have that. I didn't pay much for that one either. I only paid like 20-something bucks for it. Going on. This is Malibu Sun 13. Now this doesn't have the green negative thing that I just found out there was actually one out there. Here Hunter had showed it on one of his videos recently, so now I'm going to have to get that one out too. So this doesn't count. Just this 142 of the set. It says not in great condition. This is one of my top 50 books, I think, just because I love the Transformers. This is number 1. And then I have Submariner number 1. Definitely one of my top books, I think. This is like what I actually started collecting Submariner when I first started back to collecting. So that's why I have that. I actually have a second one too, somewhere. So yeah, I have that, and like I said, I got a second copy now. I don't know where I thought I put them together, but I guess I didn't. And this is Fantastic Four 66. This is the first cameo or whatever of Warlock in the Cocoon, and then there's a second one, and then you guys know the Thor one, which I will be showing. I actually got one, and I'll show that in my next video because there's a new pickup. And then I'm going to show these as a group. Iron Fist number 1, and I also showed my first appearance of Iron Fist, but then also with Iron Fist number 14. This is a higher grade one. This is the first appearance of Sabretooth, and this is pretty cool because I didn't pay much for that one either. I think I paid under $100, so I can't remember how much I paid for it. Then I just threw this in there. No big deal. First, I think it's like the first J-Drag, a tiger or whatever, you know. Okay, these go to some Tales of Suspense stuff. This is number 52. First appearance of... Oh no, that's not their first appearance, is it? I think it's... Yeah, it's the first appearance of Black Widow. Yeah, first appearance. I also have her second appearance too. That's why I got confused a little bit. So I got that. I'm very happy to have it. Like I said, I'm trying to get the first appearance of Avengers, and Tales of Suspense 57, first appearance of Hawkeye. So this isn't a great copy, but I'm happy to have it. So maybe someday I might be able to upgrade that. And I got this one. This one I'm pretty happy with. It's not the greatest condition. It's a mid-grade because they got some color loss here and looks like a little chipping right there. But I do want to get this signed by Neil Adams, and this is like the first year he's not coming to the Boston Comic Con, so I'm kind of disappointed because I'm actually going to get it signed. Then I just put these all in a group because it's all George Perez stuff. Teen Titans #1, New Teen Titans, and then number 2 with the first appearance of Deathstroke, and then the first Nightwing. So that's why I threw them all together. Some of these don't count. Harley Quinn is the first appearance. I meant to put these together with other books, but then you get the Incredible Hulk, number 271. This is the first appearance of Rocket Raccoon. Now I do have his very first appearance in a magazine. I put these up. I gotta tell you, I made this video before and it didn't come out right. So I'm making it again, and a lot of the books I put away. So I did have in this group of books I'm showing first appearance of Rocket Raccoon, which is the Marvel preview, number 7, and then also I have number 4 of Marvel preview, which is the first appearance of Star-Lord. So, and then there's a lot. I forgot to grab them books back out, unfortunately. But this is the first appearance of Guardians of the Galaxy. Of course, the new Guardians of the Galaxy. And let me put these down real quick before I drop them all over the place. Which I might end up doing anyway. And then I got these. I can put them all together. These are all in really nice condition, but this is my Wonder Woman. This is probably one of my top covers. Wonder Woman 72. And I didn't pay much for any of these. I think the most I paid for is like $35, I think. Most of them I got for under $1. Like, I think the other two I got for under $1 in like sets. So I'm very happy to have them. This is probably, this one's probably nice. One of these is probably the nicest one. This one here has a little coloring, but these are all really nice. So it's definitely one of my top covers. Then you got Swamp Thing 37, first appearance of Constantine. And I threw this in there too. Master Kung Fu, his first appearance. Shang-Chi. And then you got the first appearance of the Atom, Palmer. That's Showcase 34. And I got the second appearance. These are all one group I'm going to count. Not that it matters anymore. And this is number 1. So I got the whole kind of little set there going. Found this for $16 at the Rhode Island Comic Con last year. This is in near mint condition. This one's tight. This is the first Black Adam. I guess you could say since Marvel Family #1. And I almost bought Marvel Family #1 a while back. It just went a little too high for me. It was not too much higher than I was willing to pay, but it was a little. I almost had it. I threw this one in just because it's my oldest book. My oldest superhero book is All-Star Comics #24, and it has a Hitler cover, so that makes it even more special, I think. I just threw that in there because I really love that book. And then New Mutants #2 because it's the first American Psylocke. I'm actually trying to get Captain Marvel Captain Britain #8, which is her true first appearance. So I got a stack more. I'm going to go through these quickly, just because of the cover. I tried to get this forever, and I got this really cheap. I think I paid $13 for that one. So I'm very happy to have it. It's not in great condition. It's a mid-grade probably, but I'm happy to have it. And of course, one of the best one of the best Batman stories actually. Killing Joke. This is first print, mint condition, guys. And then this is all I kind of grouped these together. This is no big deal. I just threw it in there because I just got this recently. Loving the Lamb. And then this is the first Poison Ivy. And you know what? I don't know why I don't have. I don't know why I didn't have that. The first Batgirl too. I don't know why I didn't put that. I had the first Batgirl too. That should have been in this list. But then I got these two. First, Scott Lang as Ant-Man. I got 2 sets of these. I got another set. This one's a worse. grade's not that great in this one. The other one's a lot nicer grade, so I just had to put them together. Kind of group these together because they're all Marvel superheroes. Number 12, I should have put on the Guardian of the Galaxy one. That's the first Captain Marvel. And then we got the first, number 13, the first Carol Danvers. So, happy to have that one also. And then with that, I put first Miss Marvel, number 1. And then I got Miss Marvel 18, the first Mystique, the first full appearance Mystique. I do have the other cameos now, and I just got number 16. That was the last one I was missing. I have 17, I was missing 16. I just want it, so I'll be waiting for that in the mail. And this is a near mint copy of A Man Called Nova. This is the first Nova. So, very happy to have that. I really wanted to get that signed. I think it was Sinote did the cover, Joe Sinote or something. I can't remember, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get it signed. And then here goes my girl. Let me throw these down real quick. It's getting pretty big stack. So, I'm going to show all these at once because there's 4 of them. All-Star Comics 58. This is our first appearance of Power Girl. And guess what? I just went on the 5th one. So now I got 5 of them. So, one of these days, these are going to shoot up in price, way, way, way expensive. I just feel it. So, but I still love her. My favorite. And then, this is a near mint copy of X-Men 244 First Jubilee. I do have a second copy, though. Okay, getting some the better books are coming up. They're really good books. Not that any of these are bad books, but this is number 6 of Batman Family. This is the first appearance of Joker's daughter, Harley Quinn, or Harley. What was her name? I can't remember her name, but it's something like that. Harley Quinn. I don't know how that's not Harley Quinn, but. And this one here is just. I was searching and searching for this book, and I got this for, I think $20 it was at the Big Apple Comic Con, and I am so happy to find Witching Hour number 1. This is one of those books I was trying to get forever, and a year ago, or the last Boston Comic, I almost bought this, and it's about this grade, and they wanted $150 for it, so I got it for like $20, I think it was. So happy to have that. This is the other regular cover of The Strain. Love that TV show. I'm very happy to have that. This is Conan the Barbarian, number 1. This is a pretty nice one. Got a little crease right there, but other than that, it's pretty nice. And I only paid like $90 for it, so New York Comic Con. I mean, the Boston Big Apple Comic Con. I got this from Jimmy C. This is Hawkman number 4, first Zatanna. So happy to have that. I think there is like a piece missing out of the back cover or something. But no big deal. I'm happy to have it. It's better to have that than none. And here you go. X-Men 94. This is not a great copy. It's not terrible, but it's just all over here. The rest of it's not too bad. I mean, it's a little misfold and stuff, but there's a creasing right there, and all along here is like a little crinkly color loss, and not, it's nothing missing. It's just there was some damage that was to the edges. All right here, so, but I'm still happy to have it. A lot of people don't have that, so yeah, I kind of hate showing this one, but this is Silver Surfer number 1. I'm happy to have this, but it is trimmed, and it's a horrible job. I've been wanting to get another one now. I've been looking, but ever since I got the first appearance, the actual first appearance, the Fantastic Four, I can't remember what number it is now, but I kind of been backing off on it and just being happy with the one I have, so. Oh, beautiful cover. This is definitely one of my top books. It's just incredible. This is the first printing, obviously. This is not the reprint they did recently. So this is the second, or this is the first, I think, Harley Quinn in the DC universe. DC continuity, whatever they call it. Then you got the number 35 Aquaman. This is the first Black Manta, and I showed this because there's definitely some damage. Little corner thing, but you know what? I'm happy to have this, but just took me forever to get it. I do have It's at 29, the first Ocean Master and everything, but that one's better. This one here I'm showing because this is just one of those cool books. It's like a rare book. It's hard to find. I mean, go ahead and try to look it up on eBay or anything. It's just difficult to find. This is a near mint copy. This is Creatures of the Id. This is the first appearance of Madman. So, very, very, very happy to have that. I was surprised I got it. It's by Caliber Press. So, and then I got, this is a second printing, but, or the Whitman printing, I guess they called it. This came in the packs. There's no barcode or anything, and it had the diamond, #1. So, unfortunately, it's the first. It's not the first printing, but thank God I do have 2 copies of the first printing. So, yeah, I just love this Star Wars. I want to get the whole volume, but right now it's a little pricey, so I'm gonna wait till things cool down. I do have a number of them, but not all of them. So let me see. There's some other books over here. Yeah, I'll put these together. And I got these. This is I put these together because #1 of Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's his first in his own series, I guess you can say. And then I got 2 first appearances of Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., whatever. This is both. These I got 2 of them just because the price was right. This one's definitely a nicer copy right there than this one, but this one is a pretty nice copy. So little stuff up here, but other than that, it's pretty nice and a couple tick marks. But I'm happy to have 2 of them. 2 is better than 1. That's what I always say. And I kind of grouped these together because they're all Spider-Man stuff, and I'm just going to throw them all together and show them off. Like I'm well over 50. I know I am. I haven't been counting, but I'm just going to start showing them. Hey, maybe you guys like looking at these books. Spider-Man #6, not in great condition, but it's a first appearance of Lizard. Very happy to have it. Then I got #13. Don't have any other books in between. I do want to get the first Electro #9, but I'm happy to have that. That's the first Mysterio right there. And then #15, the first Kraven the Hunter. And then this is a beautiful copy of #20. Oh, there's a little piece missing right there. I'll have to check that out. Then there's #28, first Molten Man. First Rhino 41. This is the crappy copy. The cover's completely detached. First Shocker. But I do have a nicer copy. And then, of course, this is the big one. #50, first Kingpin, beautiful copy. I do want to get this signed by Stanley. I gotta wait and see if I'm actually gonna get it done or not. Then first Morbius. And then first Venom. And to go along with that, this is the variant cover for the first Anti-Venom. And then I just threw this in there just because it's a cool. This is the 9/11 book, and then Ultimate Spider-Man #1. Okay. Just a few more books. Okay, here we go. The last few books I got. Daredevil #1, Signature Series, Stan Lee 4.0. Walking Dead #1, Signature Series, Robert Kirkman 9.6. And I got a handful of books left, that's it, so bear with me. Oh, here goes a few books I didn't show, I should have showed first. But I just picked this one up recently. X-Men #6. That's because it's X-Men #6. And this is a cool one. This is Fantastic Four #52. It's in horrible condition. First Black Panther, but the cover's actually still attached. It's just crappy. And just another Batman one. First Silver Age Scarecrow, I believe. And here goes the first Phoenix. And then the first Captain America. I just want to get them out of the way. Okay. I don't know why I didn't have them shown before. They're down some of my favorites. These are my tops. Aquaman #1, 8.0. Happy to have that. Next. Avengers #4, 5.5. Very happy to have that. One of my favorite covers too. And then the last one, well, this is the last graded one. This is Avengers number 1, 3.0. So, this is Strange Tales 110. It's my last book I'm showing. This is the first appearance of Doctor Strange. Stan Lee's the plotter, and for what I understand that means is he gave the general outline of the story, idea for the story, and someone else wrote it. So, but I'm going to have him sign it and have a signature series. And definitely not in great condition or anything. I mean, everything's complete and covers attached. It's a little messed up looking, but hey, even in this condition, this book is way, way expensive. So, but that's it, guys. Sorry I went a little long, sure. Sorry I showed a lot more books, but thanks, Rich, for tagging me, and I just couldn't decide on 50 books. So, but yeah, thanks, guys. Bye.